subscribe. There is a life lesson video that I want to talk about, all right, that I don't know if I necessarily covered this or not. I probably have said a lot of things similar to this, and even if I did cover this, too bad, I'm going to cover it again, all right? But I don't think I 100% covered this subject exactly like I am in this video. So let's get started with this video, all right? Now, there is something that I want to point out, all right? I can give you advice on relationships. That advice is very limited, all right, when it comes to relationships. Unfortunate to say, because in reality, I have never been in a relationship that has lasted longer than 2 months, all right? And I don't care if that makes me look worse or not. Honestly, I'm like 99% of the stuff I say on this channel, I don't care, you know? Like, obviously, I'm not saying anything political. I'm not saying anything controversial. I'm not, you know, I'm being very, you know, just general opinions that most people would agree with in general life advice. So, with that being said, most of the when I say I don't really care about what I say, it's really just, for just personal comfort, for if I'm comfortable saying it or not, all right? I am very comfortable on my channel, and if you watch the previous video, the previous Lumber Tycoon 2 video, I was talking about how, just my shyness levels and stuff, and, extroverted, introverted levels, and just talking about myself in general, just to, you know, just go into detail, just how I act, and, you know, an explanation, because, like, there are some people who literally will watch one of my streams and be like, what the hell? Why is he talking so much? When they're so used to me, like, saying 2 peeps per hour. Anyways. So, basically, the video that I'm talking about here is relationships are not everything, okay? Relationships are not needed for survival in your early life. Technically, yes, you can get away without being in a relationship your entire life. Do you want to be in a relationship in your life? It is highly recommended, because most likely you'll want to have children, and then eventually when you grow old, your children will take care of me. I've said this so many times on this damn channel, and I will say this as well. My opinion can always change, but I've thought this way for the longest of time, so I'm sure that I'm probably going to go by it for probably forever. You never know, my opinion could change on it. But when I'm older, I want 0 to 1 kids. Most likely no kids, all right? If not 1 kid. I have made a lot of mistakes in terms of talking to girls, and, you know, just in general when it comes to, like, just the relationship type field. I have gotten better at it as time improves. Like, you know, there is one common theme about all of this. I'm getting better as time moves on. Like, you know, 2 years ago, I'll openly admit it, I literally was so bad where I'd text a girl every other day, and be always the one to first text and all other stuff, all right? Whereas now, when it comes to me talking with a girl, if I don't really get that much attention back, then I'm hardly going to provide attention in the first place. Nowadays, in, like, you know, 2023, 2024 time, whenever it comes to me talking to a new girl, that I don't know if they necessarily like me or not, what I basically do is I will take a couple of steps to show a tiny bit of interest, not strong and straightforward and out of the blue. Now, is it out of the blue and straightforward and stuff? It could be, for all I know. It could be perceived as like revealing, but in my opinion, what I do nowadays is just so subtle. I mean, it's a little obvious, but, like, I don't want to explain. I don't want to explain specifically what I did, but basically what I'm trying to say is what I did was I made it. It is a little obvious, yes. You know, in my opinion, I don't think I could have done anything without it being a little obvious, but I made it as subtle as possible, and you know, I only first texted like a couple of times. And then after that, after seeing no first texts, I never really texted again, and I was done with it. So nowadays, I'll probably first text like 2 or 3 times without the other person first texting, whereas a couple of years ago, I first texted 20 times without the person first texting me back. That, in my opinion, is a major improvement to how I used to be, all right? There is another motto that I also like to go by, all right? Not every human is perfect as well. You know, no one can expect me to be perfect. No one can, all right? No one can expect anyone to be perfect at anything. No one's going to be 100% perfect. We're all human. We all mess up, okay? The best thing you can do whenever you screw up is, even if it gets to the point, you can just apologize and just move on. That's all you can really do. And just try to build yourself up. The best thing you can do is not reflect on what you've done in the past. And the best thing you can do is just not ponder about it and not think about it. Because at the end of the day, like, let's say you do screw up with talking to a girl, just don't think about that girl ever again. Don't think about her. Don't worry about what you've done in terms of seeming too needy. Just literally don't even think about it. Don't even care. Don't even mind, and it won't matter, is what Badlands Chugs likes to say all the time whenever he's chugging something, all right? But I'm talking about actual, like, just feelings and stuff and just, like, viewpoints on things. Now, relationships are extraordinarily important, all right? You don't necessarily need one when you're under the age of 23, all right? Or at least in college or high school. And believe me, you can actually live a pretty good, healthy, and happy life whilst also being single. And that is finding happiness within your friends, okay? You know, I know a lot of people might be like, well, I want someone that is, that understands me, someone that's comforting, someone that's calm, someone that gets me on this, that, and this, that, and this, and this. My argument on that is, well, instead of trying to find one person that, like, you and them agree on a lot of stuff together, you could have a bunch of Discord friends. One that likes to listen to Five Finger Death Punch. One that likes to watch a YouTube channel that I'm not going to mention on this YouTube channel because it is a little bit inappropriate. A friend that likes to watch, I don't know, well, not watch, but like follow along with the Friday Night Funkin' community, specifically Dave and Bambi. That one friend that you literally feel like you are living in a cozy cabin whenever you're sitting there speaking to them. And I understand that a lot of people want the coziness, the closeness, the cuddling, and all that other stuff. Yes, that is appealing, but you do not need it to survive in your early life. Take word of advice from me. If you're ever feeling lonely, and I will be honest, sometimes I do. Sometimes I actually do get dry spells of being lonely. I am not going to kid around with you, all right? I do feel lonely sometimes. And just let those lonely moments pass, and you'll eventually be fine. You will, trust me. You can find happiness in so many other things than a relationship. Now, here's another thing I do want to say here. You are eventually going to want a relationship in your life, most likely, more likely than not. And that is completely acceptable. That is acceptable that you want to find true love, that you want someone like that. You know, that's fine. That's fine. I completely understand that. All I'm trying to simply say is that you don't necessarily need one for your early life. You can find happiness in so many other ways. And plus, you'll have so much more time, too. I know that most people's mentality is like, oh, but I really want to give up a lot of time for this person. You know, it feels nice to give up a lot of time. Yeah, that may be true, but you'll thank me later. You'll be happy seeing yourself with more free time. As of right now, if I do gain a crush, I will pursue it because I do actually want to experience, you know, true love and all other stuff. Like, if I can find it now, why not go for it? All right, why not go for it? But if I don't have a crush, I'm not going to go out seeking for it for a couple of years now because I could use the free time myself. I've had a lot of free time over the past couple of years just constantly working on this channel. The hundreds, I should say. Hundreds of videos I have. The almost 2,000 subscribers I have. You better subscribe! All the people I've met, you know, I've done a lot to fulfill myself in my life, all right? Now, here's the thing. To me currently, relationship is kind of like a thing of where it's like, I really do not want to turn it down if there is a good opportunity. If there is someone that I'm going to love romantically and share like just exclusive experiences with them that you don't get to share with a friend or whatever, I want to experience that. I want to. But at the same time, I am not desperate for it. I am not looking for it. As someone wise once said, this thing that he said, in my opinion, was very wise. Here is the number one key to get a girlfriend. Just don't. Just focus on grinding. Focus on working on yourself. And eventually, there will be someone that naturally comes around. Now, with this statement being said, it's not, you sit and do literally nothing. Don't make any moves. A girl will naturally want to start flirting with you. No, that's not how it works. Basically, how I interpret this is, just work on yourself. Don't look for a relationship. And if a crush comes along of where they don't have a relationship, then go ahead and pursue them. Put in effort to pursue them. All right. But don't try too hard actively trying to find a new crush. There is one thing and I'm going under the assumption that most of you will want to go for women, because most of the viewers date women. Most of my viewers date women. Okay. As for girls, what they value a lot in men and what they are attracted to is someone who focuses on their goals. If you're someone who will just spend and only spend time with them and literally do nothing else and do nothing productive in your life, then the women aren't really gonna like that. Girls don't really like that. But they do appreciate if you do spend time working on your goals. My goal is streaming on YouTube, uploading YouTube videos, making inspirational videos for people to watch, making entertaining videos for people to watch when they're sad, having fun times and building bonds with friends and stuff online on Discord, and making really entertaining videos on YouTube like that, and entertaining streams and entertaining a bunch of people and making their day happier by making entertaining videos and streams. And I also make a little bit of cash off of YouTube as well. I'd say that's pretty fulfilling, and it fulfills me. But then girls will also like when you will, spend an appropriate amount of time with them, but also work on your goals and work on, for me, working on my YouTube channel. I'm going to make a final statement here. I'm going to tell you this right now, once again. You do not need a relationship to be happy. You need to work on your goals to make you happy. There will be that special someone that eventually comes along, and obviously you can't sit on your butt like a couch potato and do absolutely nothing when that crush comes along or whatever. But what you need to mainly focus on doing is fulfilling yourself. You'll feel happy about it. With a girlfriend, without a girlfriend, with a boyfriend, without a boyfriend, does not matter. You will feel happiest if you go for your goals. And then, that special someone will eventually pop into your life. If you're like 30 and like that special someone hasn't popped into your life yet, might as well go get Tinder. Yeah, go get Tinder. Or a good dating app that actually will match you with someone good, all right? And if you're 30 and you're getting a dating app, I just hope you know that you have chased your goals and brought fulfillment to your life before you ever go on a dating site.